Hi everyone, it's Kieran at Magical Traveller. Hope you're having a great day. And today I thought I would just give you a little look around this balcony cabin on board the beautiful Spectrum of the Seas. Now, I've been on board this ship for the last 3 nights. Sadly, this is our last night. You'll see my eviction notice in a second from this ship. But we've done a 4-night sailing, leaving from Shanghai, going over to the beautiful Okinawa, and then a day at sea heading back then as well. So we've had an incredible time here with some time beforehand in Shanghai. If you want to see a little bit more information about what we've been getting up to, then check the links below. I'll link to other videos and other blogs we've got about just this overall trip. But I just thought I would give you a little look around what a balcony cabin looks like on a Quantum class ship if you've never seen one before, but specifically here on Spectrum of the Seas. So I'm just going to quickly show you the main space. So obviously you've got there's so much space in this cabin. You're not going to be worried about feeling kind of too claustrophobic or too tight. And then I guess the best place to start is pointing out all the storage, because that's what you're going to want to know about, is where you're going to put everything. So over here you do have this wardrobe, plenty of hanging space. And you've also got then the second hanging rail here as well. So you can obviously do kind of couple sharing, top and bottom, or different things like that as well. Oh my God, I just found out my washing's back. I didn't realize. Oh, they've hung it up for me as well. How cool is that? I didn't realize they'd actually hung up my washing for me. I was wondering where it was. So there we go. There's a nice touch. So yeah, lots of storage space to put things out of the way if you wanted to. You do have then the sofa bed if you wanted to use it. Obviously, it's just myself in this cabin, but there is obviously the option to have a sofa bed if you wanted to for having 3 people in the cabin. But then just going over here then as well to the dressing unit. So you do have a dresser. There's light control here to control the room lights, but also the ring lights here on the dresser. And as with power sockets, we get asked all the time, you do have then a European socket, 2 USB sockets, and 2 American sockets as well. And what I really appreciate is there's lots of places to put things, depends on how you want to use it. Obviously, everyone has different requirements and different needs. So I just thought I kind of leave my room as it is as I'm using it, just so you can see how I've used it. Obviously, you can put things to different places, but this has really become my kind of swag merchandise, my hauls. And bearing in mind, I've only really been on board for kind of 3 nights. I've been to Okinawa for the day and Shanghai for 2 days. I seem to have acquired a lot of soft toys. So I've just been storing kind of all my memories of this trip and all the things I bought as well that I really loved having here. The walls are obviously magnetic. A lot of people use magnetic hooks. I've been using it to just put the magnets of the place I visited on the wall as well. So I really love that. Again, tons and tons of space. And obviously your room attendant can help you with any extras you need, whether you want room service, whether you want ice, milk for your room, things like that is all available. Just ask your cabin host. But one unique thing I want to point out as well, if you are sailing here in China with Royal Caribbean, because the Chinese love their tea as much as we do in the UK, you do also then have a kettle in your cabin as well. It is only going to be tea, but you can get coffee. You just have to ask for it or go get it yourself in the buffet, or best of all, just bring it with you if you've got a preference. But just so you know, here sailing from China, there is going to be a kettle in your cabin as well. And then one other thing that I've noticed as well is water is available by standard in your cabin here on board Spectrum of the Seas as well. So when you are sailing in China with Royal Caribbean, because the water isn't drinkable, they're so used to drinking bottled water. So as standard, you do get this water and it is replenished. If you prefer Evian, then you can add that on via the pre-cruise planner before you cruise as well. So if you've got a preference, obviously you could do that. But it's just great to know that you've got water included. You don't have to worry about it if you're somebody who just wants water available to you. Lots of storage space here as well. Underneath this unit. So I've got more food and swag that I've purchased whilst on holiday here. And then the great thing as well is you do have your fridge or chiller as well. I don't like cold water, but if you are somebody that does, then obviously you can put your water in there, or you can get soft drinks and things like that to pop them in there as well. Keep moving across then, we do have the TV. This is obviously the standard Royal Caribbean interactive TV. So you're going to have your movies if you wanted to rent any. You are going to have the live TV channels to watch stuff if you wanted to at night. But you can also do things like check the cruise compass on board. You can also check your room bill and things like that as well. So it's really great interactive TV. The remote control is by my bedside at the moment, but you know, standard on all Royal Caribbean ships. That's no different here in China. All the films are going to be available to you in English if you did want to watch them as well. And then just to show you the bed, as you can see there, this is my eviction notice. No, I'm not happy about it, but it's one thing that happens on a cruise. Unfortunately, you do have to get off after an amazing voyage as well. So just so you got your 2 bedside lights either side here. On this side, you do have the unit with the phone and the dresser unit, sorry, on the bedside. And the phone if you need to ring guest services and things like that. The phone is standardly in Chinese, but you can just work your way out through it. It's not that difficult, but it is just obviously a Chinese phone because the majority of the customers on most of the sailings, not all, the longer sailings tend to lean more international. The shorter sailings tend to be more Chinese. But just so you know, there is a phone here on the bedside as well for you to ring guest services. They've been able to ring me without a problem, and I've been able to ring them without a problem. But you've got that unit, sorry, there on that side. Same again on the other side, similar unit. This side does have a plug socket and the light controls as well, so you can control all the lights from the bedside here as well with your reading light. I've been using this side to charge my phone at night, but also to charge like my iPad when I watch films at night, and also with my Nintendo Switch. Really lovely bed. If you've sailed Royal before, you know this, but the bedding is just so smooth and soft. It is like a hug every night type of thing. So I have a fantastic night's sleep here on board. And it is technically configurable as a twin. You can just about in the top there see the shadow where the two beds are pushed together. So you do have the ability to make this into a twin bed if you wanted to, with the two dresses in the middle, just so you can sleep in a twin configuration if you are sharing. And obviously, if you look at the size of this is actually quite a big bed as a single bed as well. These two units on the top are storage as well. Usually it's where spare bedding is put, but you can also make use out of that as well if you wanted to get things like bags maybe you're not using out of the way at the top here as well. Obviously, a big reason why we're booking a balcony cabin is going to be for the actual balcony. But let me just show you how incredible sailing here in the Chinese Sea is going to be. It is so smooth. It is literally like floating. We've had incredibly smooth sailings, and majority of the time of the year as well, the sailing is incredible. So we were in Osaka yesterday, so it was incredible to kind of step out and see Osaka in the distance from the balcony as well. Obviously on those longer voyages, you can have more ports, especially as well for 2027 as well. You can have those overnights in Osaka and Tokyo as well. And then just to give you a quick look, you do have your deck chairs with a footstool and a table then as well if you wanted to kind of enjoy breakfast here. I did have breakfast on room service this morning. So again, lots of space out here to enjoy that as well. And then just to quickly take you back in then, the last thing really to show you is going to be the bathroom. I do think this is a really lovely bathroom. Lots of storage space as well, full mirror. Only one person can really get ready, but that's kind of standard for a cruise cabin anyway. You'll be used to that if you cruise quite frequently. But lots of storage there on the side. It's really bright and light as well. Really well laid out. You're not kind of bumping into anything when you're using the toilet or the wash basin. So, it feels like a nice space to kind of get ready, but very much a space for one person. But you could just see I've got all my toiletries out, plenty of storage space. And then no curtain again. So everyone's got an opinion on it, but it's great that you don't have to worry about having a curtain in the way. And then as for toiletries, you do get your kind of hair and body wash included on the wall here. And then the toiletries in the middle there as well. You're going to have like body wash, hand soap and things like that included for you as well as standard with Royal Caribbean. Now, I've had a bathrobe in my cabin, which I've really, really enjoyed. That's been great to have as well. And then just to quickly show you thermostat controls here on the wall, you do have to make sure that your key card is in to activate the lights and to make sure that the thermostat/air conditioning is working. Obviously in China, it is quite warm anyway, so you definitely got to make sure you're making use of their air conditioning when you are in your cabin. So yeah, guys, just thought I'd give you a quick little look here around a balcony cabin on board Spectrum of the Seas. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you are interested in possibly sailing with Royal Caribbean in China, I definitely would love to help you out. We've had an incredible week here now, sailing in from Shanghai and then going over to Japan as well. And there's so many fantastic itineraries as well for you to kind of add on a land and sea package with Royal Caribbean. So if you are ever interested in learning a little bit more, I definitely would love to help you. Other than that, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Check down below. I will share the trip report and the blogs from our time here in China with Royal Caribbean, just so you can get a bit more of an idea of what is possible. And if you are ever interested in sailing with Royal Caribbean, let us know. I definitely would love to help you. Other than that, guys, all the best and see you on the next one. Bye.